Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial, I will show you how to create a responsive video background for your website with HTML and CSS. As you can see here, the header section has this jellyfish video as its background, and as I make the screen smaller, it adjusts itself nicely. So let's get started. I am using VS Code as my code editor and I have my project open. It contains a basic HTML file with the site title and the CSS file linked to it. I also have an empty CSS file and the video I will use as the header background. I got this video from Pexels and I will link the site for you in the description. To begin, I am adding a div with the class of hero to my HTML body. Then I am nesting a video element inside it. The video element then gets a source element as its child with an src attribute pointing to the video that I have saved inside this project. To ensure the video plays as intended, I also need to give it some attributes. The first one is autoplay. As the name implies, this will ensure that the video plays without the user having to initiate this. Then I am adding muted, so no sound plays. Loop, so it continues to repeat itself, and place inline. Place inline is mainly important for mobile devices. Usually, when you click on a video, it kind of pops out of the page and starts playing full screen. I don't want this here. By adding place inline, I ensure that it stays contained in the document body. Finally, I am also adding a class of hero video to the element. Next, I am adding a div with the class of hero copy. Inside, I am nesting an h1 with the text hello world. This is all the HTML we need. I am going to start my live server, which will load the page, and anytime I make changes, it will reload the project for me too. As you can see right now, the video is very big and it overflows on the right. The text is currently below the video too. We can change this with CSS. The first thing I will add to the CSS file is the font import. I want to use the Google font, Luckiest Guy, which I have linked below in case you want to use the same one. Then I am resetting the padding and margin to 0 on all of the elements with the universal selector. Let's style the div with the hero class next. I am giving it a height of 100 VH, which will ensure its height stretches the complete visible viewport. The viewport is the user's visible area of the web page. I want to position the two nested elements, so the video and the div containing the h1, relative to the parent div, and I can achieve this by assigning it a position of relative. Next, let's style the video. I am first giving it a position of absolute to remove it from the regular flow of the document. I can then define how it should position itself relative to its parent. I want it to start at the very top of the parent div, so I am giving it top 0. Then I am adding left 0, so it starts on the very left of the parent. The width should be 100% of the parent, and the height should also be the same. I can use height inherit for this. Just so you know, you can only use height inherit on a child element to copy the parent's element's height if the parent has a height specifically set. If this is not the case, height inherit will have no effect. If we look at the project now, we can see that the video is now fitting inside the parent, but there is a white section on its left and right. The h1 is also behind it. We can resolve this matter by adding object fit cover to it. This will ensure that the video keeps its aspect ratio but fills the entire width and height of the parent. Some of its edges will be clipped to achieve this. I am also adding a z-index of -1 to ensure that the h1 is always visible. If we have a look again, you can see that the video covers the entire area now and that the h1 is fully visible. As the last part, let's style the h1. I am assigning it the font family Luckiest Guy and sans serif as a backup. The color should be white. I want to position it right in the center of the hero div, so again I am using position absolute. I want to move it 50% away from the top and 50% away from the left edge, and then by adding transform, translate, -50, -50, it will be centered perfectly. Let's have a look. Okay, the text is very small, so let's change that. I am adding font size, calc, 1 rem plus free VH to make it responsive. The bigger the viewport, the bigger the text. Note that if you use calc, you need to have a space before and after the plus sign or it won't work. I am also adding a letter spacing of 3 pixels so the letters are not too close together. Okay, something is missing. Let's add text align center so that the text gets aligned in the middle. And here we go. This is our final project. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I regularly put out front-end development videos. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below and I will try to reply. Also, don't forget to give this tutorial a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching and see you next time.